What's up everybody? I'm super excited to finally let you guys know that we have them in stock. The all new Certate SW5000 and 6000 reels. I've been waiting for these reels to come into stock for friggin' ages, ever since Daiwa announced them. So today, I'm gonna give you a look at these new reels. So I'm super excited about these reels coming into stock. I've been waiting ever since Daiwa announced that they were doing this range of reels. I've been eagerly waiting to get my hands on them. I use this type of reel all the time for all of my light jigging, for all of my light casting. Majority of my fishing up north, my light tackle fishing, I use this size reel. So I've been hanging out for Daiwa to finally get stocks of them. Ever since they announced them back in, I think it was early, late December, I've been just hounding them. When are these reels coming into stock? When are these reels coming into stock? So they're finally here, guys, and I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown of them. I'm going to give you a bit of a look at them, and we're going to check out some of the features. So let's take a look at the all new Certate 5000 and 6000 reels. Okay, so starting off, they make these reels in two sizes. They make them in a 5000 and a 6000. Now, these are the two reels, and you can see they're the same thing. The 5000, 6000, it's technically the same reel. You buy the reel depending on what line you're fishing. So if you're fishing with a lighter line and you don't need to hold as much capacity on your reel, then you would go with a 5000. If you're fishing with a heavier line like PE3, PE4, and you need to hold more line capacity, then you can go with a 6000. When you're looking at the two reels, that's the differences between the two. You buy it appropriate to the line that you're using. So there's three models in the range. And the only difference between all three models, it's not the sizing, it's actually the gear ratio. So there's an extra high, there's a high speed, and then there's a PG reel, which is a power gear. Now Daiwa Australia, for some reason, have only decided to bring in the high and the extra high gear ratios. Don't ask me, I don't know why they didn't bring them all in, but what we actually did here at Tacklewest is we special ordered in the PG models. So for guys that are light jigging, the power gear is probably going to be the best option for you. It's not a model that Daiwa actually brings in though, like I said, so you'll only be able to get them at Tacklewest because we special ordered them in. We only have a limited amount of them available, so if you do want to get one of them, get in the link below and order yourself one from our website. So the one thing I instantly love about this reel is how good the drag sounds. They've definitely made it quite loud, and it's got a really solid clicker to it. They've also increased, as with all of their MQ reels, they've increased the size of the drag knob. So they're not small drag knobs anymore. There's no fumbling around. It's a matter of just, boom, tightening your drag a lot easier than those smaller drag knobs that they used to run. But it has some serious drag pressure, this reel. I think they rated it like 12 kilos, which for a small 5,000-6,000 size reel, you're going to get a stack of drag pressure out of this, especially if you're going to be fishing slightly heavier lines like PE4. These reels are going to be awesome for it. They're going to hold the line and they're going to be able to actually fish a heavy drag. So as the name suggests, this reel is an MQ reel. So it's a one-piece body design, as you can see. There is no side plate, there's no screws for water and corrosion to build up in. This cap on the side actually is a cover. So this cap will unscrew, allowing the whole gear set to come out. So they fit a larger gear in there. The body's more rigid because it's one piece. There's nowhere for any flex to be. There's nowhere for salt water to build up. And this just screws back on. So it's a really good design. One thing I really like about it as well is just how easy this is going to be to clean. You're not going to get grime caught up everywhere. Some of the older reels and the older Saltigers, they used to have all these little cutouts and little ports, and it always used to be a pain to clean it, but not with these reels. They're super easy to clean. Next onto the rotor, they've stuck with the Xeon rotor. So this is that Xeon material. It's like a hybrid plastic. It's really lightweight, but it's extremely durable, and it actually, because it's so lightweight, makes the reel really smooth. You're not pushing a heavier aluminium rotor around, so the reel is silky smooth. I'm really pumped that these reels have come in. Like, this is my favorite size reel. My favorite reel was the Certate SW5000. I had the high and the super high, and they've actually been the best reels I've ever owned. I've flogged them to death. They have withstanded all the punishment that I've put through them, and I fish a fair amount, as you can tell. It fits all my styles of fishing. It looks friggin' awesome, holds more line, has a better drag. I'm super pumped to use this reel. So moving on from the rotor onto the bail arm. Now the bail arm is a one-piece design, so there's nowhere for your line to get caught like on older reels where they used to have a little join here. It's one solid piece, so as you can see, there's nowhere for your line to get caught. It just simply slides around straight into the line roller. Next, onto the handle. So they come with these nice comfortable EVA knobs. They're actually probably more comfortable than an aluminium knob, just because they don't get slippery, they don't get cold. Not that it's really a big deal, but they're nice to hold onto, nice and smooth, and they're lightweight. Now, one thing I really wanted to show you guys as well in this video is just the difference between the models. So some people get confused because they also do a Certate 5000 LT. Now the LT series that's their light and tough series. We're looking at the saltwater MQ series. So I just wanted to give you a quick look as well, just so you can see the difference between the two reels. So here we have the saltwater, and here we have the LT. Now, they're both a 5000 size reel, but the MQ is definitely a bigger build. So if you're fishing with heavier lines, you 100% want to go with the saltwater reel. So for fishing offshore, any of that jigging, saltwater casting, light lure casting, or heavy lure casting, you want to go with the MQ. But if you're fishing with lighter lines like 20 pound and so on, PE2, PE2.5, and inshore fishing, then the LT series will be better. So that's the difference between the two. Definitely, like I said, offshore fishing, buy the saltwater MQ series, and for the lighter tackle fishing, buy the LTs. There's a physical size difference between the two reels, and you can see there definitely is, in the body, a significant difference between the two reels. So when you're looking at them online, there's a comparison. As with all of Daiwa's reels, this is Magsealed. So you have the Magseal protection, which protects the top of the pinion from any salt water, any dirt, any intrusion onto the pinion gear. So again, this seal works pretty bloody well. I've been using Magseal reels for a fair while now, and all of my reels are still in great condition. I fish them hard and they last, so I think it works. Servicing isn't really an issue. We do all the servicing for the reels. That's not a problem. And it seems to make, well, my reels last longer, so I've noticed a difference since they've moved most of their reels to Magseal. One thing after using these reels for a really long time, having the Magsealed line roller bearing in there definitely makes a big difference. When I used to go on fishing trips all the time up north, and you're away for a week and you're not washing your gear and you're out in the water, it's kind of a little bit hard to wash your gear down. And I always used to have line roller bearings go, but since fishing with these types of reels with the Magsealed line roller bearings, that problem's eliminated. I don't have that problem anymore. Overall, guys, I think this reel is awesome, and I think it's definitely worth checking out if you're after a high-end spinning reel. This is their top tier reel at the moment in this size range, and they start at $7.99. I think it's very hard to compete with this reel based off all my experience with the Certate BJ, which this essentially replaces. You gotta try one of these. I'm super pumped to go and use them. I've finally got my reels to go and give them a shot. So they're in store now. You can buy them on our website. You can come in store and check them out. Remember, the PG model is only available at Tacklewest, so you can order them through our website or you can come in store. We've only got a limited quantity of these, but get in, check them out, order them if you like. I'll put the link below. But that's the new Daiwa Certate 5000, 6000.